volante ofensivo y que además es uno de los jugadores más reconocidos en cuanto a su selección. Hace 3 movimientos.
Yes! Eureka! We're here. We got it. Finally. Man, I'm getting good at this. Let's get it. Chelsea versus Slavia Prague.
Es un equipo para pelear en lo más alto.
It's not in English, guys. I'm sorry.
Que demostrar en la cancha y es lo que buscará hoy ante su gente. Y estos, los de la Estrella Roja.
Are you guys ready? Or how do you think we will do this game, man? I'm pumped. Let's get it, man.
Su mayor lustro.
No Jorginho. Kovacic playing in a regista role.
Todo está listo, señores, en Stamford Bridge. Marco espectacular.
Eden Hazard starts, no Hudson-Odoi.
Llevamos un gran partido de fútbol a través de Galavisión.
No está Jorginho, no está Hudson-Odoi. Giroud starts, yes. Ross Barkley starts, and like most importantly, Kovacic. Not Kovacic, but Christensen. So yes, guys, yes.
Propiedad de Roman Abramovich. Aunque dicen que lo quiere vender, ya lo veremos con todos los asuntos financieros.
As you can see, we have a very it's not our strongest team, but this is a pretty strong team. So I'm confident we can get some goals, guys. We can get some goals. It only takes one. If we get the first goal for sure, it's a wrap.
De lo mejor que tiene el señor Sarri con Hazard, que es el que toma la pelota y comienza.
Look at, oh, that's just so beautiful. Just watching Hazard just dance on the ball like that. That's just, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Se perdió la oportunidad, se dudó mucho de la presentación de Eden.
The only person I can think who dribbles better than Eden Hazard is Lionel Messi.
Constante en Europa League por parte de Sarri, lo guardaba para la Premier, lo guardaba para la dura competencia que tiene en la liga casera.
Nice. Let's count how many times Eden Hazard gets fouled, and let's see if the referees actually protects.
Empezado el partido, ahí llega tarde a la pelota Cudela y se lleva tal cual.
Let's see if the referee does a great job of protecting Eden Hazard early on. Because he gets fouled like crazy, but the referee seems never to try to protect him.
Tranquilito. Entró de cambio el partido pasado y es que tiene pues la terrible disyuntiva el señor Mauricio Sarri de que tiene que rendir.
And let's count how many sideways passes Ross Barkley makes today.
Y otra cosa no le,
instead of passing the ball forward. Oh, he's on the ball. Oh, that's one. That's one.
Para la ida contra este cuadro de Slavia Praga, pues tuvo que guardar algunos jugadores porque enfrentaba al Liverpool, al líder. Al final de cuentas pierde 2-0 con el Liverpool.
I see what they're doing. They're trying to force us to play out wide. Eden Hazard is down.
La falta sobre Eden.
La falta de Cudela, pero además.
For fuck's sake, man.
Normalmente hago referencia que en otros momentos.
Look at that, dude. He can seriously hurt, bro.
El tobillo.
He can seriously hurt somebody's Achilles by doing that, bro. That shit's painful.
Pues bueno, así,
claro, no es de la de Cudela, es de esta.
It's ridiculous, man.
Porque puede ser una falta de tarjeta en otro momento.
The amount of punishment he goes through every game.
Tiene la tarjeta, tiene una tarjeta amarilla, está bien perseguido este juego. Pues así que ya recibió 2 en todavía ni siquiera 3 minutos.
Este es el sello.
How do you guys feel about the lineup?
Señor Hazard, este es el equipo que está enfrentando.
I know there are going to be some people who would rather Hudson-Odoi start, but hey, we got games on Sunday. We got game on Sunday, and
seguir avanzando. Obviamente que no todos.
And then we have Man United after that.
Pero cuando se trata de repartir.
Also, Loftus-Cheek, like I said, Loftus-Cheek cannot start every game, guys. He's not fully fit. That's the reason why he came off earlier than we would have wanted to against Liverpool. Because he did play 15-20 minutes that Thursday against Slavia Prague, and then he played 75 minutes against Liverpool. To me, that's a great improvement for what he's been able to do the entire season.
Tendrá que irle entendiendo un poco el partido. Todo el mundo asume que abrir al Slavia es la llave.
Ref, come on, man. Can I get a fucking yellow?
No,
Golly. That shit's crazy, bro.
ninguna necesidad de abrirse, en todo caso, hasta el final del partido, ¿no?
Lo intenté en Sevilla, que fue el gran sorprendido de una Slavia que durante fase de
But
grupo.
see, that's the difference between Giroud and Higuain. Higuain would have fell to the floor immediately. Giroud was able to hold up the play, and that benefits us well. Especially when I would really wanted him to play against Liverpool, because I thought it would have been great if we had a focal point. Look at it. Oh, Pedro! Goal! De Chelsea! ¡Qué bueno, Pedro! ¡Qué bueno, Pedro!
Sí, de manera muy sencilla y en la primera llegada al área del Slavia.
Ah, that's beautiful, guys. That's beautiful.
Por conducto de Pedro Rodríguez, que
Oh, that's nice. Now, look at Giroud, man. Was that Giroud? That was Giroud with the final pass, guys. Now, that's not coincidence. That is not coincidence. That they might have ruled that an own goal, but that's not coincidence that we get goals. Pedro scores more, and Hazard scores more. Look at the games that Giroud starts, and compare the stats to how when he doesn't start with Eden Hazard and Pedro and even William. For some reason, our wingers score more goals when he starts. Naturally, because he's able to hold up play and links up very well with Eden Hazard. Yep, that's a foul. Come on, what?
Al que lanza el primer pase. Esa es la obligación defensiva también.
I hope Higuain is looking at this and watching.
Tiene que seguirlo.
Pues hablábamos maravillas del Slavia.
This is what we need right now for this suited team. This Giroud fits us perfectly.
Tu intención de alargue.
Ya no hay opción de ir.
Querías ver penales y tiempos extras y no sé qué más, Raúl. Bueno, ya se te acabó eso.
Bueno, pero aquí viene el Slavia con el trazo hacia el área.
He kind of blew that. He let us get away with one.
Con toda la ventaja, pero no se dio cuenta de que ahí estaba el balón, lo sigue peleando el Slavia. La pelota por afuera.
There we go. Great job, Kante. Great job, Kante. Kante is a fucking tank, bro. The amount of pressure he relieves when he wins those challenges outside of the 18-yard box and just runs and release the pressure. This is why also Hazard is great out wide, because he's able to relieve pressure when we're dealing with the press inside our own defensive half, because he's able to beat players one-on-one and relieve pressure from our defense. That helps out a lot, guys. It does. Instead of having him play as a false nine in the center area, that's why I didn't agree with the false nine against Liverpool, because I understand it worked against City, but I think City is slightly different. It's a slightly different team than Liverpool.
Y luego la circulación hasta el sector izquierdo con Emerson. Ahí está Palmieri, no puede el italiano, le pusieron el alto, le robaron la pelota y el trazo largo. Esta opción que va a buscar constantemente la escuadra de la estrella.
Even hey, do you guys know that even Gary Cahill might get a shout today because of our injury problem. Even Ampadu and as you well know, Rudiger is out. Ampadu has a back problem. I've been told. I don't know how long or when it happened, but I was wondering why we haven't been seeing him much. It's due to the fact that he has a back injury. I don't know what is going on with our youth players getting back injuries with Loftus-Cheek and Ampadu, but that's the main reason why he hasn't been playing. And also, they've been trying to figure out what's his best position. According to Mercer, sorry, because in order for him to develop, they have to pick a position for him to go with. Either he's going to be a defensive midfielder or a fullback, or maybe even a center half. They haven't decided yet. Look at that. Oh, that's great. Giroud's only problem is he's not fast, so that's why it's great to have wingers alongside. Oh! Yes! He missed it? Yes, Pedro with two. Or was that an own goal? I don't know. Welcome to the semifinal, guys. We're going to the semifinal. It's done. We needed it. This is what we need last week. I said we got 2 early goals. It'll be the right? 2 away goals, but this is perfect. I'm confident now, right? There's no way we're not going to the semis now. So we're either playing Benfica or Frankfurt. I think Benfica already won today, so we're going to be playing Benfica, guys, in the semifinal, which is very winnable, right? David Luiz gets to go visit home again, where it all began. Oh, it's an own goal. Wow. Pedro missed it, but it bounced off the defender. hey, Chelsea, sign him, man. Hey, fantastic. We need a forward, guys. We need a striker. Even Sarri didn't know. Even Mauricio Sarri didn't know if it was a goal or not. I thought he had deflected out and then went out of bounds. But I seen Pedro laughing, so I thought it was a goal. I seen it was a goal. I had a late reaction to it.
Dejando claro, decíamos, necesita un golpe sobre la mesa, lo está dando, al menos en el arranque del partido. Aquí la equivocación es de Kepa, se le dejó fácil a Moril y luego va con Sushek hasta atrás con Kudela.
Subscribe, guys. Subscribe, please. This is fun. If you want more live streams like this, subscribe, like the video. Hey, we can do this I would like to do it for every game, really, because I don't just watch, Chelsea. I am a football fan. I'm ultimately a Chelsea fan, but I love the game of football, so I watch all types of games. I watch Derby. I watch the championship games. I watch Serie A. I sometimes watch the La Liga. I've tried to watch the MLS, but I don't like the commentary on the MLS, so I can't get with that. So yeah, it was an own goal. Sadly, I thought Pedro had the double. But who cares? As long as it goes in the back of the net, right? I'm satisfied. On to the semis, guys. Benfica.
Y bueno, así la cara de los checos, así la cara del señor Tripichovsky.
They actually thought they had a chance against us, bro. They thought they had a chance against us. They were having so much better before the cup tie actually happened. Trying to troll us on social media. But we don't do any talking. We just execute on the field. See, notice I'm talking shit now because we actually winning. But earlier I wouldn't have been this confident. But now we're 2-0 up, so hey, I'm happy. Subscribe. Guys, I would show the actual content.
Pues ahí entonces lo que puede considerarse uno de los mejores
años I would do de este equipo. I would show the actual like the footage, but I just came from a 90-day ban, so I don't want that to happen again. I would love to do that. I might even do it on Twitch because it's less likely for it to get shut down. Even if it does get shut down, I don't have to worry about all the hard work I did. Because imagine doing all this work and then having your channel deleted completely as if it never existed. That shit sucks, man. Man, you fan Dan, you're the only person doing a stream on this match. Yeah, because nobody. I mean, I guess they don't want to play the Europa League on regular channels, so I have to go and watch it on the Spanish channel. It's hard to find. If you guys want to play me in FIFA after this, because I'm going to be on FIFA, my gamer tag, I'll leave it down in the comments. It's Cubic B Nizzle Jr. I'm on PlayStation and Xbox too, but mostly now I'm on PlayStation.
Bueno, pues así se está acomodando el partido.
I'm gonna put it in the.
Los minutos.
At me, guys. I'm a beast at FIFA, guys. I'm telling you. I'm not talking about I'm decent. No, I would 6-0 you and laugh at you. I'm dead serious. I'm that good. And that's not to brag on. I'm just really confident in my ability in FIFA because that's mostly all I play. I don't play shoot 'em up games. The only games I play like that is Red Dead and GTA.
Su centro delantero titular, que es Peter Olaquinca, hoy está en la banca, y Lucas Mazopust es el que pasó más al eje del ataque, el número 28.
Add me, guys. Subscribe and add to me. Add me.
De 3 goles.
Immediately after this game, I'm going to play FIFA.
Con el trazo por derecha, lo controla Mazopust y luego va hacia el área. Hacia atrás. Ahí está el que dices, se quiere parecer a
pero es un gran jugador, ¿sí? Muy joven, ¿eh? Ahí lo vemos, el número 33 de la Slavia Praga. Tiene apenas 20 años y ya está en la selección nacional.
Anybody plays pro clubs on this live stream? I've been looking for a pro club team. I mean, that's all I used to play, but now I just play manager mode. I took Sunderland from the football league all the way up to the Premier League. So I've been working on that. We're pretty solid. My youth academy is A1. It's probably better than Ajax. Oh, there's Ampadu. Wow. Okay. It's nice to finally see him, man. I haven't seen him in ages. And Gary Cahill's on the bench. Because once again, Rudiger and Ampadu is out due to injury. So. Also, I want to give a shout out to Kevin De Bruyne. You know, he made it's an article on the Player Tribune where he talks about his time at Chelsea and why he left and how, you know, how it really wasn't as bad as the media tried to make it seem like. It was just, you know, he wanted to play consistently. Gamer Bad Nail, hi. Who you want to win? Chelsea, of course. I'm a Chelsea fan, die-hard Chelsea fan. You know, I noticed that Napoli, they're out too, so it looks like Arsenal's going through. I did not expect that, honestly. I did not. I expected Napoli to win. You know, Ancelotti is a pretty good manager, but I don't know. I guess he got outclassed. It's hard to say that, but it happened. You know, I hate giving Arsenal props, but even Tottenham yesterday, guys. If you didn't watch Tottenham and Man City, I feel bad for you guys. That's the greatest game I've ever witnessed. Like, all jokes aside, Tottenham, fair play, right? Like, it had everything. That game had everything. Oh, Pedro, what is he gonna do with it? Drew, goal! De Chelsea! Que bueno, Drew! Fantastic goal, fantastic team. I like that, guys. We killed the game early. Hey, I'm sorry, headphone users. I'm sorry. I know. Hey, I just killed your ears just then. But I get really enthusiastic about the game, right? I love football. I love football. Now it's official. Benfica, we're coming for you. Arsenal, we're coming for you. This is our only way to get Champions League football, guys. Is through the Europa League. I'm sorry. You know, Tottenham, they're going to lose to City on the weekend, I believe. I still believe that. But all the teams that are fighting for top 4, they have a game in hand against us, right? And if you look at all the remaining fixtures, I think that they can all get at least 10 points. And the most points we can get now is 12. Unless they bottle it, which is possible. We do know Spurs fans and Arsenal fans, they know a thing or two about bottling it, right? So, hey, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Gamer beat Nail. Hey, do you play FIFA, Gamer? Do you play FIFA? Add me on FIFA if you're on PlayStation. We can probably play some pro clubs, or I'll play you 1v1. If you haven't left already.
Sí, la repetición, un despeje largo gana David Luiz, pero mira, después Kanté toma la pelota y ya ve el movimiento de Pedro. por supuesto, toma mal parada a la defensiva del Slavia, que está mal escalonada, y por eso puede entrar con tanta facilidad. Pero
hablamos maravillas.
Once again, guys, I would actually show the content, and I know you guys are really on here just to see like the actual footage, because it's not, you can't stream it anywhere, you can't find it unless you like go to the Bleacher Report. You have to pay like $2 for it for a match. But I can't risk being copyrighted, like my channel being taken down, because I just came from a 90-day ban, so I'm sorry.
como al minuto 3.
Pero creo que Cudera va viendo la pelota.
So you just got me. You got my commentary. And I think it's quite fun to actually like interact with other Chelsea fans while you actually watch the game. Like all my friends, they're either Spurs fans or United fans, and I have one Barcelona. I have two actually Barcelona fans.
Obviamente para el Chelsea, que hacia el final de la temporada,
And I have 3 United fans.
Se complique con su futbolista más importante, y también eso ya lo sabe Sarri, y dice, esto se arregló, esto se resolvió. ¿Dónde andan mis refuerzos? ¿Dónde anda mi banca? Pónganse a calentar, muchachos, que no tardo en hacer carrera.
This would be great for man. Look, they're killing Hazard, man. They're fouling the shit out of him, bro. Every game, bro. He never gets protected. The amount of abuse he get. Hey.
Ya calienta, veíamos a William.
Imagine when he goes to La Liga, if he goes to La Liga, which is it looks more likely now. I think once he goes to La Liga, he's gonna be averaging like 20 goals a season. He's gonna have 20 goals and 10 assists first season at Real Madrid if he decides to go, which it looks more likely now with Zidane being there. But this will be great for Hudson-Odoi to come on. The game already dead. He come in and add 1 or 2 more goals, maybe a few assists. And also, it would be great if Ampadu could play too, because the game is killed. Like all the youth players should be getting more goals. I mean, more games. Drew is the leading scorer in the Europa League, guys. He has 10 goals. Excuse me.
Oliver, que sigue en competencia y que va a seguir anotando goles en este mismo partido, me podría atrever a asegurar, tiene 10.
Subscribe.
Muy rápido el Chelsea este encuentro y naturalmente va.
How many goals do you think that Drew finished with?
Porque como decías tú, es el equipo que más pega, entonces lo que menos quiere.
Hey man, look, don't be doing that, man. Laura, whoever it is, spam troll, I don't know what it is, bro. Don't be putting that on the live stream. Guys, do not click on that. I don't think I have to tell you that, but don't click on that.
Se equivocó en el trazo y aquí lo vuelve a tener el conjunto de Praga, que se equivoca en el medio campo. No es el mejor partido hasta ahora de Traoré, el marfileño, equivocando pases más o menos sencillos y dándole otra vez el balón al Chelsea.
Desde el Chelsea ha anotado en cada uno de sus últimos 37 partidos en casa en competiciones europeas. Desde abril del 2011 no deja de anotar.
This is not the channel for that.
Demasiado largo a ningún lado. De hecho, me parece que lo que buscaba David Luis era.
I wish I could show you guys the actual footage of the game, because I know how hard it is to find this. You know, I do see if you can, the Bleacher app, you can pay $2 for it, and sometimes they even offer it for free. You can watch it live on your phone. The actual game, but here I can't do it because I don't want my channel to get taken down.
Pues sí, no, Valencia obtuvo una ventaja muy cómoda, 3-1 como visitante contra Villarreal, 4-1 ahora. Yo creo que sí le tenemos que ir anotando. El ganador de esta serie entre Chelsea y Slavia Praga va a enfrentar al ganador entre Benfica y Ajax.
The only best thing now, if we can get a clean sheet, I will be thoroughly satisfied. That would be the complete performance. Now we're just waiting for the final whistle now.
Desviado, a ver si evita que se vaya, si va a hacer todo el esfuerzo y llega perfecto Emerson. Ahí puede dar el brasileño italiano.
How do you guys feel about us thinking about Pepe of Lille being the replacement for Eden Hazard? We've been linked with Coutinho and I think his first name is Nicholas, but I know they call him Pepe. Of Lille, he's supposed to be the replacement, which would be great because we did get Eden Hazard from Lille, so.
y Kanté. Tiene un belga.
And why Felix? He got a hat trick today against Frankfurt. I think he's been linked with Real Madrid. So, hey, might be their next Galactico. Also, with Ajax, back to Ajax, a lot of people are clowning Ronaldo for not making it to the semifinals. For the first time in his career, he did not make the semifinal. It's like similar to how LeBron James missed the playoffs this season. How everybody's just down on his throat. And I mean, the guy is how old now? He's having for the great save, Kepa. For the average player, that would be his stat. He has like 19 goals and like 7 assists. That's an excellent season for the average player, right? But for Ronaldo, it's a shit season because he doesn't have 30 goals like Messi, right? I still believe that he's a better player than Messi, but that's just my opinion. But Messi and Ronaldo are in the league on their own. Like, stop comparing the two and just enjoy greatness because once it's gone, it's gone. You guys are going to miss Ronaldo. They got a goal. We conceded a goal on a set piece. I told you guys in last game that will be our downfall. Right? We can't defend set pieces for some reason. Well, other than the fact we have short players, like we have Kante and Pedro and all those short ass players marking 6-foot defenders, it's almost inevitable that we're going to concede a goal or two from set pieces. That's why we do zone marking, zone defending on corners, set pieces. But even then, players they fail to pick up players, man. And they're happy celebrating the goal, man. I see some crazy things, especially yesterday. So let's just keep scoring, guys. Because obviously our defense isn't holding up. So let's try to get as many goals as possible. Oh, got one back. Oh, nope, never mind. Yep, goal! De Pedro! Hey, Pedro should have a hat trick right now. Once again, I apologize, headphone users. I apologize. I get real enthusiastic, man. I'm sorry. I love this game, as Patrice ever says.
Y le pega en efecto muy mordido. Gracias a que le pega tan mordido, no la puede sacar Simon Deli. Mira, la quiere cambiar, le pega esto, pero la machuca, le pega al piso. La pelota
subscribe, like.
Y entra llorando el balón. Pero ¿qué importa? Bueno,
I really do appreciate it, guys. Let's do more live streams like this. I love it because I don't have any Chelsea friends. All my friends are either United fans or they either Barca fans or they're either Spurs fans. I don't know why they support Spurs. I mean, they don't win anything. All they do is apply pressure every season. Every season. Oh.
¿Qué pasó con Hombre y Cola? Bueno, también quiere ponerle emoción.
All right, Manuel Neuer trying to play with the ball, or Allison. Want to be Ronaldo on the ball instead of just getting the ball away.
Yo veía de milagro no se la quitaron.
Yep, offside's great. Offside's trap.
Tocaron al sector derecho, iba a toda velocidad, pero lo pillaron en posición adelantada. Mira.
But see, that's just show the way that we responded to that goal when they got the goal, right? That just shows you how we shut off because we automatically thought the game was over instead of having that killer mentality. These players should be like, oh, let's go get 10. But they don't want to do that. They're satisfied with how it is right now. And I know they got a game on Sunday. They're trying to conserve energy, but imagine Manchester City not going like they beaten like 3 teams this season, right, with like 10 goals. At least 2. They got 10 goals this season against 2 teams. because they know they want to stamp their dominance, right? That's a killer mentality. Instead of allowing the team to come back, how we responded immediately and got the goal back, that just shows you the mentality of this team. They weren't going to like go and get another goal unless they scored or unless they felt pressure to do so. They should want to go get 10. There's goal. We can go and get 10 if you wanted to.
Aspilicueta dice que no, pero el árbitro dice que sí. ¿Y la cámara qué dice?
Subscribe if you're new, guys. I really do appreciate it. I really do. If you're a Chelsea fan or you just like, you know, an objective side of football, right? This is the channel for you. I love football, guys, and if I have to, I will build another channel where I can talk about all clubs. I'm a Chelsea fan through and through, right? There's no other club I support. It's all strictly Chelsea. But I love the game of football. Like yesterday, I watched the game against City and Tottenham, mostly because I wanted to see Tottenham lose, but I watched it because I love the game of football. I mean, who doesn't love Champions League football?
Todos los caminos para el Chelsea llevan a Bakú, ahí donde se celebrará la gran final de la Europa League en Azerbaiyán.
If Eden Hazard decides to leave, guys, who do you think should be a replacement? I suggested Icardi, and also I've also liked what's his name, Philippe Coutinho. We've been linked with him as well. He is obviously not as good as that's a late ass reaction. He's obviously not as good as a player as Eden Hazard, but I feel like he's been restricted at Barcelona because he's not allowed to free roam. He has more defensive responsibilities. But I feel like Philippe Coutinho has the same role as Eden Hazard, where he's allowed to make those free roaming runs in half spaces and in the pockets of spaces. Then he would thrive more. I mean, look at the games this season. They both played 32 games this season. Coutinho has 9 goals and 5 assists, and Eden Hazard has 15 goals and 10 assists. I might have to update on that because due to how many games, I don't know if he got an assist during this game. But yeah. So obviously. There's potential there, right, for Coutinho. He's 26 years old, so he can still grow as a player. He's entering the prime of his career, but I think he can still grow as a player. Even Eden Hazard, statistically, he's grown. Like, his numbers are great. And imagine if we actually had the supporting cast around him, right? He would have at least 20 goals already. He has 15 with the team we have now. That's amazing. 15 goals and 10 assists. He's the only player other than Messi to have that. Double-digit assists and double-digit goals. Eden Hazard, the third best player in the world. People would say Neymar maybe, but to me, the best ability is availability. And if you're not there for your team, you're worth nothing. Right? He's always injured around this time of season. It's like the 3rd season in a row that he's been injured. He just recently came back and started training for PSG, and they needed him in the Champions League. But I also don't accept the excuse that Verratti tried to offer that because if Neymar wasn't there, that's the reason why they lost. No, you guys had a 2-goal lead. You had two away goals, right? All you had to do was draw, and you lost to teenagers, right? They went to school the next day and they told all their friends that, hey, I scored against PSG, or we beat PSG yesterday, right? There's no excuses. You can have all the money in the world. You can buy all the players in the world you want. But at the end of the day, you have to execute. Like Alexis Sanchez has made over 60. I looked at this thing. I don't know if it's true or not, but he's made like 60 million for playing on the bench or warming up the bench at United since he's been there. You get paid like $400K a week, right? I know it's like $400K a week.
Bueno, Kudela lo pateó, lo pisó y lo rasuró. Y nada, no tiene tarjeta amarilla.
And even Ozil, right? I think he's become complacent. I think that's the reason why he left Madrid for Arsenal, because he realized that, hey, expectations aren't really that high, right? We're not gonna win anything, so let me just go here where I can just make a few million, right, and relax. Because before Kevin De Bruyne, I think Ozil was the best, most complete midfielder in the world. Now it's Kevin De Bruyne, who I regret that he was once a Chelsea player again. We're making other rival teams better than us, right? Mo Salah at Liverpool and Kevin De Bruyne at Man City. Imagine if they were still Chelsea players.
5-1 del global. ¿Qué tendría que hacer el Slavia para avanzar? Bueno, hacer 4 goles más. Empatando a 5 el marcador global, estaría avanzando el conjunto.
Imagine if VAR was available when we were dominating, guys. Especially in 2009 when we were robbed by Barcelona, UEFA Lona, as I like to call them. We were robbed, right? Imagine if we had VAR back then.
No tienen que hacerle más goles. Pero
my only complaint about VAR is the consistency. Because like I said, with the if you go back and you watch our Carabao Cup semifinal against Tottenham, Harry Kane scored a goal, but he was offside. They let him finish the play. He scored, and then they reviewed it and sent the goal back. But when we play Manchester City, right, Eden Hazard, when Ruben Loftus-Cheek made that flick-on pass and Eden Hazard was in on goal, they immediately raised the flag up and they called him offside instead of doing what the protocol says and allowing Eden Hazard to finish the play.
De Praga a Londres. Y se merecen una actuación digna.
And then reviewing it.
Dentro de la superioridad del rival y dentro de los 5 goles que ya tiene encima en el global, me parece, se sigue mostrando respetuoso. Y siguen corriendo, y siguen intentando, y siguen metiendo. Aquí la apertura es por derecha.
If you guys have Time Warner, the channel 827, the Europa League games on 827, on Golavisión.
Kanté se complicó la salida y lo volvió a ganar el Slavia dentro del área. La jugada individual ya no lo pudo hacer crecer. Ahí se determinó, pues atorando un poco el pie a Spelhal. Kral. Le van a regresar. Kral. Muy bien. Tocó hacia atrás. ¿Quién le pega? No puede. Traoré.
It's the only channel I can find it on.
Suchek. Y ahora la pasean bien con Serchik.
Subscribe, guys.
Bueno, el trabajo de Aspilicueta.
Like, share, subscribe.
Muy bien.
And once again, if you want to get thrashed in FIFA,
y dice Pedro, ¿qué hiciste?
My gamer tag is in the chat.
Todo está en poder de colar.
Add me, guys.
El avance del Chelsea parecía, para más, pero tampoco es ninguna tragedia.
Y se fría un poco el partido también.
Sí, es normal, ¿no? Lo que mencionábamos. Ante un marcador con esta diferencia, el Chelsea trata de cuidarse y el Slavia también de que no le anoten más.
Se movieron los marcadores.
I'm on PlayStation.
Un par de
I'm on both PlayStation and Xbox, but more recently I've been playing on PlayStation.
Los cuartos de final, las vueltas de la Europa League. Anotó gol el Eintracht de Frankfurt. Está 4-3 el global. Uno más. Y se meten los alemanes a la semifinal. Si empatan a 4 el global.
And you know, there's been an article about Merciel Sarri, right? You know, he's a chronic smoker, right? And people have asked the question, why do we concede so many goals immediately after halftime? Right? We've conceded 12 goals within the first 5 minutes of the second half. Right? That's horrible. Look at Higuaín cannot be bothered. He can't be ours. But people are asking the questions about whether or not, you know, why do we concede so many goals immediately after halftime? Well, according to some people, Merciel Sarri goes out for a smoke. And that's why we can see so many goals. Instead of talking to the team and actually adjusting accordingly, he leaves the team to Frank Zola. And, you know, that perhaps may be the reason why we can see so many goals, because, you know, the other team adjusts to us, but we don't adjust to them. So the players go out to the second half pretty much not really with a game plan.
Ibrahim Benjamin Traoré, me parece, ha sido.
And if that's the case, if smoking is that much important to Sarri, I think if it's that bad, right, I think he should go 5 minutes before the whistle, the first half whistle, right? Have your little smoke break, 3-minute smoke break, and then talk to the team, let them know what you want them to do, because players' job, their job is to execute the game plan. The first half is always the players' responsibility, but the second half is the manager's, how he manages the game, what tactical decisions he makes. The second half is why the manager gets paid the money, the big bucks, right? They make adjustments. But the first half is always the player's responsibility, because they have a game plan that the manager wants them to execute, right? You go into the first half, and then during the halftime, right? You make adjustments. You see what you have. You notice what you've seen, because the players they're only worried about the individual aspect of the game, how they perform, how they're performing. But the manager's job is to spot players out and identify what we need to work on as a whole, as a group, where we are vulnerable at. But if he's going out for a sig, the players aren't getting that needed information to execute the game plan.
Polémica que se dio el episodio en febrero pasado en la final de la Copa contra el Manchester City. Ya en los tiempos extras sufre una lesión Kepa y pues parecía que tenía que salir. Mauricio Sarri manda calentar a Will Caballero y manda el cambio, de hecho. ¿Sí? Y Kepa no se quiso salir, ¿no? Se quedó ya. Eso
Do you guys think Pulisic will be a great fit for us? Do you think he will thrive at Chelsea?
Especialista en los
penales. I think there's potential there. I mean, I like the fact that he's American. I don't think us Americans get enough respect in the world of soccer. We actually, football, sorry. We actually do know how to play. At least I think so. I've seen some great players. I played some. Oh yeah, Chelsea are Electro. Chelsea are up 4-1 right now. We're going to play Benfica after this. In the semifinal, Chelsea are winning. Thank you for the like, guys. Thank you, and subscribe.
Y obviamente, pues quedó demasiado largo. 41, le quedan 4 a esto en su primera mitad, más lo que regale de propina el señor Escomina, que no será mucho, quizá un minutito para cumplir con protocolo.
And Arsenal have beaten Napoli as well, so.
Pues ahora se ha convertido en solamente un trámite, porque está definido desde hace mucho tiempo. El Chelsea lo tiene en la bolsa y el Slavia a tratar de irse del torneo con una buena imagen. Cante rebasa la frontera, la mitad del campo, tocó con Pedrito, le regresaron la pared, pero luego Kral interviene, recupera Giroud, el pase filtrado muy bueno para Eden.
Can we get one more goal for halftime?
El mago frena, puede tocar hacia atrás, ya lo
Look at that. Oh, okay, Emerson. But you see the difference between Emerson and I can't think of the joke. Marcus Alonso. Those inverted runs, they do not work. And all it does is force Hazard to do Alonso's job. He forces Hazard out wide. And I want my best player as close to goal as possible, not outside, not on the wing. That's why I hate when he plays, because he's the only player, the only fullback I know that makes those type of runs. And then he gets every millionth run that he makes in the box, he finally scores a header against Slavia Prague. Nonsense.
Que ya lo tiene palabradísimo el equipo de Florentino Pérez y Zinedine Zidane.
Only fullbacks I see that do that consistently, that actually come off of something, is Sissoko and Kyle Walker. But those players, those fullbacks can actually beat a man 1v1, right? And also, I seen that a lot yesterday with Manchester City when they played Tottenham. When Bernardo Silva was stationed out wide and Kyle Walker made those inverted runs inside, right? So they forced Danny Rose to have to come inside and support the fullback on the center halves. But then they left Bernardo Silva out wide isolated where he can either make the first time cross, through the middle for the back post tap in, which they scored. Manchester City scored 3 times yesterday through back post runs and tap ins. One was disallowed, which we thought was a game winner. Or it allowed Bernardo Silva to cut inside and score. Other than that, it doesn't work. I want Eden Hazard inside the box where he's most dangerous, where he can cut inside and score. Not Alonso. Only fullback in the world that does those idiotic runs instead of making an overlapping run. I think we can get 2 more goals, guys. I think when Loftus-Cheek comes on and Hudson-Odoi comes on, because you know Kovac just can't play a full 90. If he does, then kudos to him. Today really wasn't that bad though, so I don't see why he couldn't play 90 minutes. It's not like they were pressing us high. The game was pretty much over within the first 10-15 minutes.
Tocó para Christensen, el danés otra vez va con Kovacic. Ahí está el grandulón Andreas Christensen. Le dan espacio.
That's Christensen's problem right there. He doesn't really excel at playing those passes, right? That's the only thing. He's great at covering. He's great at reading danger before it happens. Like that's why I think him and David Luiz complement each other well because David Luiz is aggressive. He's aggressive. He's an aggressive defender. That's why when Rudiger and Luiz play together, they kind of expose each other because Rudiger, he makes unnecessary challenges sometimes, but he doesn't have to get out of position to make those challenges. But when you have Christensen and David Luiz or Christensen and Rudiger, you have a defender in Christensen who can help cover those areas before like it actually happens. Right? He helps. He gives us more assurance when he's in the back line because he helps cover Rudiger as well. If I'm making sense.
Muy temprano y ya, pues obviamente le destrozan todo el planteamiento y el plan de juego que tenía.
The Spanish commentators are talking about how Murcia Sarri likes he chooses tobacco in the cigs.
No digo que no lo merezca el Chelsea,
porque cuando anotas al minuto te responden con
That's halftime, guys. On to the semis. 45 minutes, all we gotta do. Right? Is wait for the final whistle.
Vamos a la pausa y regresamos con más.
We're kind of hungry, guys. I want to go get a snack, but I don't want to leave the live stream. Date uno gratis.
Perdón por la interrupción, pero esta oferta sí que es grande. Ahora en T-Mobile, compra cualquier smartphone Samsung Galaxy S10 y llévate un Galaxy S10e gratis.
Te presentamos los nuevos Ice Cream Cookie Sándwiches de Sonic, hechos con helado de verdad y con...
Thank you for the likes, guys. Subscribe if you're new. I really do appreciate it. I really do. We can do more live stream like this, guys.
Todos los días después de las 8 p.m.
Algunas veces lo único que necesitas es saber reconocer las señales. Your life tiene más sabor, menos calorías.
How can I improve my channel, guys? Give me some suggestions. What would you like to bring? What would you like on this channel? What kind of content? And I'll do my best to bring it to you.
Con la fórmula mejorada de Pomos para las estrías, más del 98% de las mujeres experimentaron mejora en la elasticidad de la piel. Está hecha con ingredientes naturales y no tiene aceite mineral.
Sorry, I'm actually
Es de lo más segura para tu vientre. Pomos Cocoa Butter Formula para las estrías. Ama tu vientre Pomos.
Este es un anuncio importante de Diabetic Supply Line. Si usted, un amigo o un miembro de su familia tiene diabetes y ha perdido a su proveedor, o si necesita un proveedor para sus suministros para la diabetes, podría calificar para recibir sus suministros para exámenes de la diabetes a bajo o ningún costo para usted. Para ser elegible...
Okay, Brian the GOAT, I got your request. I'm going to accept it, okay? Hey, nice.
Una llamada gratuita
More people, please. I want more FIFA friends. I have nobody. I just recently got on PlayStation, guys. So I don't have all my old friends I used to play FIFA with. I don't play with them anymore.
Independientemente de su edad, si usted o un ser querido necesita suministros para la diabetes y tiene Medicare o un seguro privado, llame ahora a Diabetes Supply Line al número que aparece en pantalla. Nuestros amables agentes están esperando.
Appreciate it, guys. I really do. Subscribe. Subscribe if you're new.
Situación financiera de forma inmediata. Ellos ofrecen programas de alivio de deuda y es casi garantizado.
Who should we I'm going to propose this question again because I want to know from you guys. I've suggested Icardi and possibly Coutinho, maybe even Pepe, Nicolas Pepe from I think his name is Nick. I don't know. I know it's Pepe, but he's from Lille, the same club that we got Eden Hazard from. Should we go for him to replace Hazard if he were to leave for Madrid, which is looking more and more likely now? Or do you think we can look at our youth and try to bring somebody up from there? Because remember, youth is you have to accept you have to accept mistakes when playing youth. Like the first goal that Liverpool scored was Hudson Odoi's fault because he wasn't tracking the back post run of Sadio Mane, and he left in a free tap, and Aspilicueta could do nothing about that. Yes, Emerson or maybe Loftus-Cheek maybe could have done something better with preventing the cross inside the box, but at the end of the day, that back post run was Hudson Odoi's responsibility, and he admitted to it on Twitter or social media. So you have to be willing to live with that. You have to be willing to live with mistakes because mistakes is a part of growing, right? Defeat is a part of training, as I got that from Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball the original. Master Roshi said that. Defeat is part of training. And yes, I'm a huge anime fan. I love anime.
Anotó uno y de esta manera estamos 4-1, está prácticamente resuelto. Todo aquí estamos viendo una de las anotaciones de Pedro.
Anybody in the chat love anime? What's your favorite anime?
Y el Chelsea pues resolvió muy rápido.
Mine is Naruto. I love Naruto. But I'm not. If you want me to name a non-mainstream anime, I like what's it called? Damn. It's a new one. It's I'll go check real quick. I got it saved in my Hulu list. Are you serious right now? Hey, Brian, to go. I got you. I'm trying to use the app to do it so I don't have to leave the live stream, but it's giving me a hard time right now. But instead, I'm gonna put you guys on to an anime that I love. All right, if you guys love anime, I know there's somebody out there watching that loves anime as much as I do. But I'm gonna put you guys on to some really good anime. I've been trying to. I haven't even people slate me a lot from not watching Dragon Ball. I've recently just started watching the original Dragon Ball, so I haven't caught up on that. I'm starting all the way from the beginning. I'm on episode 94 now. So I got a long way to go. Oh, Black Clover. Black Clover is an excellent anime, guys. Sub or dub? Sub or dub? I'm a sub guy. I like sub. Tokyo Ghoul. I love Tokyo Ghoul. One Piece. Let's see. I'm trying to put you guys on. Let's see. What's this called? Oh, it's called Basilisk, the Uka Ninja Scrolls. I'm gonna show you guys. Make sure I ain't got any dirty content like I seen a few celebrities do that. They show their phone and actually have something that they weren't supposed to show. But you guys see, look, it's called Basilisk. Basilisk and Uka Ninja Scrolls. It's a great anime, guys. I'm telling you, fantastic anime. The Bacon Mondal. Hold up, I'm gonna type it in. It was Pedro. He should have had a hat trick. Pedro should have had a hat trick, and it was Pedro who scored twice, and it was an own goal, which Pedro should have scored. Giroud scored once, and I think that's it. I'm gonna put Giroud, Pedro, twice.
You found yourself a Pokemon partner.
Should have had a hat trick. Should have had a hat trick.
Now, I've dealt with this putts before, so I'll just do it again.
Hazard started, yes, and they're following the shit out of him. The banking, they're following the shit out of him, bro. It's ridiculous. They don't protect Eden Hazard enough, and it's really frustrating because he goes through a lot of punishment. He never complains or anything. He just gets right back up. But you could tell the difference how the ball movement is moving. Like he's allowed to do more because he has Emerson on the left hand side. Now when Loftus-Cheek goes in the game and Emerson, that left hand side is gonna be. I'm telling you, we're gonna be moving the ball so much faster. And to see the difference between us and City, look at how we've been playing like ever since we got the first 3 goals, right? It took them scoring a goal for us to go get in another goal instead of having that killer mentality. Manchester City beat 2 teams 10-0. Well, yeah, I do agree. It's not required to Hazard. It was not required to play Hazard, but to be on the safe side, you never know with Chelsea, right? If you watch the game last week, the Thursday game, we weren't nearly as good when Hazard came on the pitch. The score was 0-0 for the majority of the match, but we weren't creating any chances when Hazard was out. Subscribe, guys. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate the likes, and you guys are actually interacting with me. Last time I did a live stream, there was nobody watching it. Nobody was interacting with me, so I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Even if you just hit for 30 seconds, I really do appreciate it. Because once again, I would love to show you the actual game, the content game, because I know it's hard to find. You have to pay like $2 on the Bleacher Report app to actually watch it. But I just came back from a 90-day suspension on live streaming, so I'm really not trying to have that happen again. And Hudson-Odoi did not play yet. He has warmed up, but he hasn't played yet. Willian and Hudson-Odoi are on the bench. Pedro has started, and Hazard. And Giroud is up top. Giroud is I believe he should have started against Liverpool. But it would have been great if we had a focal point, because imagine if Azpilicueta, who kept getting toasted against Sadio Mane, like he was roasting Azpilicueta. I'm surprised he didn't get a second yellow. But imagine if we actually had somebody to, when we cleared the ball, we had somebody to focus on, a focal point who could hold up the play and allow us to relieve pressure from our defensive half. Because when Hazard plays as a false 9. It puts us at a disadvantage defensively, in my opinion, because Hazard is able to receive the ball in the deep end and beat players and relieve pressure from our defense, and he can win free kicks, and that helps out a lot. When you have Hazard in the central area, it really limits to what he can do. And I think Giroud, I think that it helps a lot when he's on the attacking third, because he links up well with the wingers. Look at the games that he started in Hudson-Odoi, and look at Hazard's stats, and Hudson-Odoi and Willian, all our wingers stats when Giroud starts. Yeah, no, I don't know what it is about us not wanting to sign players. I don't know what it is about us not liking to sign play, like give contract to players that's over 30. Like David Luiz should have been got a contract. Like he's a better defender people give him credit for. Look at Laporte. Laporte had a horrible game yesterday against Tottenham. He made 2 mistakes that led to goals early on. Imagine if David Luiz had made those same mistakes. He would have been slated all over Twitter and everything. It happens, When you have a defender like Marcus Alonso, where you have to cover him and yourself, it kind of exposes you. And I think that's why he's made a lot of mistakes like that, because he goes out to be aggressive, because Alonso does not like tracking back, and he likes to making those dumbass inverted runs that does nothing, right? Instead of overlapping and allowing Hazard to cut inside, because I want my best player inside the box. Exactly, he is. I agree, DeBanco. He is. He's our best passer off the bat. And Rudiger, his passing is underrated too. I think that they work together. They complement each other well. If Christensen can add that to his game, I feel like he'll be our most complete defender. Because, like I said, David Luiz is extremely aggressive, and Rudiger is extremely aggressive defenders, right? They go out, sometimes they expose themselves by getting out of position. But I think with Christensen alongside them, he is able to cover them. Like his best strength is reading danger before it actually happens. He positions himself quite well, and his tackling ability, his recovering ability is second to none. Him and Kurt Zuma, are great at that, and I can't wait for Kurt Zuma to come back from Everton. Everton are going to try to buy him from us, but I pray that Chelsea realize that he can be our defender for the next 10 years. If you're not going to sign David Luiz long term or give him another contract, we definitely have to keep Kurt Zuma. And think about bringing about Reece James, who I believe he can challenge for Azpilicueta's spot on the first team. He's that good. If you haven't seen his goal, I forgot who he scored against, but he scored a screamer, right? Also, Olaina from Torino, he's on loan at Torino. If we bring him back, I think it'll be fantastic. And keep Emerson, who he's been linked with Milan as well, so I hope he doesn't leave for Milan. Yeah, exactly. Bro, we're here, bro. We're here. I totally agree. I really agree. Everything you're saying, yes. Azpilicueta, his legs have gone, bro. That's the reason why we need another right back, because he's played every single game, bro. Like since, bro, just go back all the way since Mourinho, all the way until what's it called? All the way up until now, he's played at least 90% of those games, and that's ridiculous. That's a lot of games. His legs are gone. He can't do it anymore. He can't do it game in, game out every 3 days. He can't put in performances like that because his legs are gone. Subscribe if you do, guys. I really do appreciate it. That halftime went by quickly, guys. Like, yeah, like usually it takes forever. Like, but actually having somebody to talk to, it really does help watching games and stuff. I realized that, because all my friends are either United, like I said, they're either United fans, Barca fans. I have one Spur fan. Yes. He scored a hat trick. Mason Mount, the banking. I think Mason Mount will be a great chance for the young striker from Derby. He played really well in the FA Cup under Frankie. Yes. He just scored his recent hat trick in his last game. And guess who gave him the final assist? Ashley Cole, a Chelsea legend. And Tammy Abraham, he's killing it at Aston Villa. He's working with John Terry, who's the assistant coach over there. And back to Derby County, him and Frank Lampard and Jody Morris, they're doing exceptionally well. Like I know, I don't want him to Frank Lampard. I don't want him to come to Chelsea just yet. I want him to continue to grow and wait till we get an established culture, because we still need a director of football. Once we establish that, hopefully we get a Michael Ballack. I hope that Lampard comes in and because he's done fantastic with Mason Mount. Mason Mount, he's almost like a spit image of Frank Lampard, and just imagine the knowledge that Frank Lampard has passed on to him. I think that him, Mason Mount, and Loftus-Cheek, they have similarities in playing style, and you wouldn't think that Loftus-Cheek is great on the ball as he is, as graceful as he is, because of how tall he is. It's not natural for a tall player to be great on the ball like that. He moves like he's like 5'5", right? Or as far as being a good technical dribbler of the ball, and he's hard to knock off the ball. He's really strong on the ball. I compared him to like a Yaya Toure, how he's able to run at defenders and has excellent dribbling ability and finishing ability. Like, go back to when Manchester City, like 2012, 2013, right? Yaya Toure was the man. I really love Yaya Toure and how he was able to just run at defenders and just completely wreak havoc. Imagine having Hazard and Loftus-Cheek running at defenders. They wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to do. It would be great. That's why, back to your question about what should we do about our striker situation, Tammy Abraham is a good shout. Great shout. And you look at I've been looking at doing my research on Jovic, who's a player on loan from Benfica. He's playing for Frankfurt right now. He's playing for Frankfurt right now, and they're possibly going to buy his I forgot what it's called. I guess you can call his release clause is like up to like 20 million or something like that. It's very cheap for how good he is. He has like 20 goals already in all competitions and like 10 assists. He's only 21 years old, so he's really young. I'm talking about Luka Jovic of Frankfurt, who's on loan from Benfica. We have potential, man. This suspension maybe came at the right time. It's unfortunate, but maybe now it would be really good to unleash the potential we have. Ruben Loftus-Cheek can hold the ball really well. Yes. That's why I think it's a blessing in disguise, because it will force us to use our youth. Call our youth. Call back the loan army. We still have Van Ginkel. I don't know if he's still injured or not. I know he had a significant injury, but he was a youth player that I kind of liked, which it looks more likely that the appeal won't happen. Like, we won't be able to buy players this summer. But if we were, I think in order for us to succeed and compete with City, we have to spend at least 300 million. 300 million minimum. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, hey, bro, if the banking, I don't know how you pronounce that. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. But Mandal, I'm calling you Mandal because I like Mandal, right? If you have a PlayStation, please add me on FIFA, guy. On FIFA, if you have FIFA or anything, because hey, we see eye to eye. I like you, man. I like you. I forgot about Lucas Piazon, guy. He's been on loan forever. I forgot about Lucas. Last time I heard about him, he was playing in La Liga, but I forgot which team it was. What about Matt Miazga, another American player? I haven't heard from him in a long time. Like, is it? Oh, I'm sorry, Horace. I think I pronounced that right, but I can't show the actual game because I just came up from a suspension. I'm not trying to have my channel, banned from live streaming, because live streaming, I love live streaming. I would do it for a little bit just to show you that I'm actually watching the game. But please, YouTube, do not cut off my live stream. I pray you don't. But here it is. Here it goes. See the game? That's all you get, because I don't want my live stream taken down. I'm sorry. But hey, if you have Spectrum TV, it's on Golavision. It's on channel 827. Or you can go to the Bleacher Report and actually watch it from there on your phone. Pedro with a hat trick. I never thought that I would be doing this like for an entire game. It all started last week when I was thinking about doing it for the halftime show, just to like kind of get my report of how we're playing without having to do a lot of editing. But it turned out to this, and I appreciate it. I don't mind watching the game with you guys. Yeah, exactly, Mondal. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have showed the game, and it was really risky of doing that because I did that last time. I literally showed. It was when we were playing Newcastle. It was Chelsea versus Newcastle. Wow. We just conceded a goal. It should not be happening, right? We should have that killer mentality. We're shutting off instead of going for 10. We're accepting where we are right now, and that's pissing sorry off. But anyways, like I was saying, I lost my train of thought. Well, I know Mondal, you're right, man. I shouldn't be live streaming because I was live streaming the Newcastle game, right? I was showing the Newcastle game, right? And for 10 seconds, I was trying to show exactly what I was talking about, making a point, and like literally 3 seconds later, they shut down my live stream and banned me for 90 days, which I thought was crazy because I was offering my commentary over I thought it was like creative freedom that I could do that, but apparently not. You can't do that. And it didn't help that it had the big Premier League sign right beside it, so it's like, yeah, of course they're gonna notice that. But I don't understand how people can like live stream cartoons and other stuff and other games, but never get their channel like taken down. And they actually have ads on these, and I don't understand how they do it. There has to be some type of loophole through that. But yeah, the banking like Mondal, like I was saying, we don't have that killer mentality. That's the problem with this team. Instead of going for 10 goals, right, we're allowing them to actually have a chance of coming back. I know it's unlikely, but it just shows you the mentality of this team. Like, they should be going for 10. We were up 3-0. Or were we up 3-0? No, we're up 2-0. We're up 2-0. And we could have made it. We could have got 5 goals in the first half. But instead, we fell back and slacked off.
Bueno, pues el ingeniero de 23 años y 1,88 de estatura le va a dar...
Mondal, who do you think, if we were to replace Eden Hazard, who do you think will be a great replacement for him? I've suggested Icardi because his price is at 50 million now, or 58 million, something like that. And we've been linked with Coutinho. With Barcelona supposedly spending a lot of money this summer, they already bought the elite from Ajax apparently. So they're planning on a big spending. A big spending sum. So somebody has to go. So if Philippe Coutinho is available, I'm down for it. Especially if Eden Hazard is leaving. Of course, he's not the player. Wow, are you fucking serious, bro? Yo, they're actually coming. This is what I'm talking about. They just scored another goal. It's 4-3 now. And now if they score 2 goals, they're through. That's ridiculous. It's 4-3 now. And 2 of them were fucking screamers. Like, I don't understand it. That's crazy. David Luiz, you have to close in on that, bro. I'm sorry. Stop half turning like that. John Terry would never do that. John Terry would slam his body in front of that. And yeah, I think now the change has to happen. Now we have to take somebody off to kind of bring some energy back to this team. Bring on Hudson-Odoi. Take off Pedro for Hudson-Odoi, and take off Kovacic and bring on either Jorginho or bring on Loftus-Cheek. Let's just switch it up a bit because this team has no energy. They're not playing with any type of emphasis. This is ridiculous, man. Yeah, it is a physical league. Yeah, you're right. Even Higuain has said that he's never played in a league so physical because every day the defenders are like extremely physical. They're right up on you. Of course, I wasn't making that pass. That was arguably. I can't believe this, man. We're actually allowing them to come back, man. The fact that they even have a chance at this at right now, this would be the worst day in Chelsea football history. I'm telling you, even worse than losing 6-0 to Manchester City. This is way worse. If they were to if they were to finish 5-4 and go through, we'll be a laughing stock. Yep. Exactly. We need to bring on substitutions right now to help try to bring some energy into the game, especially in the midfield. I think we're losing the midfield battle right now. So we need to make a midfield change. I think Kovacic just kind of... He's kind of being exposed right now. The way these guys have got complacent and stopped getting back into position or playing with intensity. Hazard not tracking back, and Ross Barkley, he's out of position. It's just a whole bunch of mess right now. So we got to get another goal to start this momentum that they have right now. This is ridiculous, man. I shouldn't be feeling like this. We were up 2-0. We have an away goal. They have 3 now. So, Arsenal are through, bro. Arsenal are going to the semis. They already beat Napoli. Last time I checked, I can check for you again, but I believe Arsenal has already progressed through, which is shocking. I never saw that coming. I really didn't. We're gonna be playing Benfica, so only way we play Arsenal is if they make it to the final. I would love for Arsenal versus Chelsea final, just so we can rip it from them again, right? But I'll check just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure Arsenal have already progressed through. Yep, Arsenal won 1-0 today. So yep, they're on 3-0 on aggregate. They're already through. They're already to the semi. So this will be a horrible, a horrible result. It's already a horrible result in itself because we had the game, killed it off. This would never happen with Manchester City. They would never do this, man. If they scored 2 goals the way that they get, the way that we did, they would have went for 5 before halftime, and they would try to go for 10 in the next half. That's their mentality. It's always about mentality. Mauricio Sarri has always said that this team has a weak mentality. Like it's amazing. Subscribe, guys. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe. Honestly, I really thank you guys. I really enjoy doing this. But yeah, Mondal, yes, it's a shame, bro. It's a shame already. Even if we go through, how can we look at ourselves and say that we allow the team to come back like this, to even have a chance of progressing? Right? We killed the game off first 15 minutes. We got 2 goals, and then we allowed them to get another goal, and we scored immediately after. Okay. Well, now they have 3. They have a chance to score 2 goals and go through. There should not even be a possible chance. It's ridiculous. And DPN, yes, Blues. Yes, up to Chelsea, man. Blue and blue through and through. Fuck Chelsea. I mean, fuck them. Fuck Spurs and fuck Arsenal. R6-0. Come on, guys. This is sad, man. I can't believe this.
Pero vaya que se merecen un aplauso a los checos. Acaba de venir con el trazo, la pelota que queda ahí dentro del área, no se puede quedar con ella, Culela.
Come on, guys.
Sin embargo, él prestaba la saga para dejar el peligro. Y este es Eden Hazard que recorta perfecto. Y después amenazaba con el cambio de
They even picked up their tempo now. You see how more aggressive they are now? They were killed off. Now they're actually riding. They're actually going in on challenges and everything.
Emerson hacia atrás con David Luiz.
Yeah, I think our defensive problem is mostly due to our is due to the players, man. These players are not good enough. I think we forget that how depressing it was when we played under Conte, who was a very defensive-minded manager, very pragmatic manager. Remember when we lost to 1-0 against Manchester City and we should have lost like 10-0? Because we literally did nothing. We sat back and defended the entire time. And we were lucky to finish 1-0. That's how bad it was. I actually like Sarri a philosophy. Like, I like the fact that we were more more adventurous, more, we like the whole possession, like to go forward more. Our only problem is that we're vulnerable on the counterattack, and we have 70% possession. Oh, see, that could have been a tie right there. We just left him in for another goal, but luckily he missed the ball. He missed the chance. It's ridiculous, man.
No hay fuera de lugar. Llega muy bien. El pase es extraordinario. Increíble.
Increíble.
Su tercero, el cuarto en el partido. Y el que ahora sí, créamelo, iba a matar de un susto.
But would you actually accept like Mourinho or what's it called?
El Slavia de Praga.
Would you want Mourinho to come back? I mean, he has had a time off, and he has admitted that he needed to make some changes. But it looks like he's going to Inter. If I were to say where he's going next, it's probably Inter Milan. He's probably going back to Inter Milan, where he'll have complete control over the transfers, and he'll be allowed to do what he does, right? Instead of being a head coach at Chelsea. Mauricio Sarri is a head coach. He's not a manager. He's not allowed to make decisions over who comes in, who leaves, who goes. That's why we had the problem with Kepa, because the players have too much they have too much control. It's too much player power. Even with Paul Pogba and Man United, there's been rumors that him and Ole Solskjaer has had a fallout already. So apparently it wasn't just Mourinho. It was Paul Pogba who should have responsibility. Yeah, Arsenal are already through. Arsenal are already through. They're 3-0 up on aggregate, and I think the game is already finished. It's done. So if we don't go through, we're going to be a joke, a laughingstock. All right, I'm telling you now.
Aquí no hay fuera de juego, ¿eh? Se para William, por cierto, para entrar la pelota por abajo, la barrida de Xavi para mandar hacia afuera. Será tiro de esquina para el Chelsea.
Yeah, I didn't like how Diego Costa was like the scapegoat, or how he was treated. He has serious problems in the head, but that's the way he plays. Like you can't ask for him to because look, I'm gonna put it like this: when Costa left and Morata came, Morata is the complete opposite of Diego Costa as far as how they play and their how aggressive they are. You can't ask for Diego Costa to tone it down, because you're gonna wind up with a Morata who's soft, who's easily struck off the ball, right? Knocked off the ball, and isn't aggressive enough. You can't have it both ways. That's the way that he plays. Like he's an aggressive player. I really think that he shouldn't have left, even though a manager has to make a decision, and Conte says my way or the highway, and obviously Costa chose the highway. But to be fair to Conte, he was the first manager to actually say, look, this is my team, and we're doing it how I like to do it. But we're bringing off Eden Hazard, which I think is a great switch, because Hazard was not tracking back enough. Maybe it's due to fitness. Maybe he was getting a bit tired. Oh man, I don't know what Hazard said to him. It looked like he told Star to F off. I'm hoping my lip reading is horrible, right? But it looked like he told him to F off.
Que le ha dado vida a un partido que parecía que solo iba a ser de trámite y que de repente nos puso muy atractivo.
Exactly. Bro, yes, bro. Yes. Like, either we're gonna back the manager, because the board had a choice between the player and the manager, right? So we went the manager, yet we didn't back him up fully. We went with the manager, yet we didn't give him the players that he wanted to bring. Instead of giving him Alex Sandro, because we were linked with Alex Sandro, we gave him Marcus Alonso, who thrived under Conte with that left wing back position. We got 30. He got scared off the whistle. The referee blew the whistle in the player's face. But yeah, he actually thrived in Conte's system, and he actually made Alonso look like a football player. I'm telling you now, I'm a better player than Marcus Alonso. That's the way I feel. Honestly, I seriously feel that way. I don't know how he gets paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to go and do what he does on the pitch. He sucks. Like it's ridiculous. Like I try to check myself on telling players that they suck because obviously they're professional players, right? But I honestly feel like if I would have slid in that role, in that left back role, I would do a better job than Marcus Alonso. I'm telling you now, and I would do it for free. That's the thing. I would do it for free. It's ridiculous.
No puedes dejar de pelear hasta el final.
No puedes,
y amar a tus compañeros de lado y besar el escudo y derretirte el sudor por él.
Y tiene mucho que ver también pues lo que significa Tripovsky, ¿no? El técnico para...
Subscribe if you're new, guys.
Y hablando de dejar hasta la última gota.
I really appreciate it.
Traoré se volvió a equivocar, le arrebataron el balón, no pudo, el marfileño se quejaba de falta, el árbitro dice que no, y el cambio de juego es muy bueno de Pérez, pero fue muy buena la intención, el trazo fue espantoso. No pudo conectar con William, el español.
A partir del 15 de julio no te pierdas.
You want to bet, Arshad? You want to bet? I'm telling you, bro, I'm nice. I'm telling you, bro, I'm nice. I would do a total better job than Marcus Alonso. Anybody would, really. A bag of potato chips would do better than Marcus Alonso. He's trash. I don't understand why he has a job at Chelsea or any level, really. I don't think he should be a football. He's worse than Alberto Moreno at Liverpool. He's worse than him, I'm telling you. I would prefer Alberto Moreno over Marcus Alonso. That's how bad Alonso is. That's the point I'm trying to make to you guys. So yes, Shahid, Arshad, even you, Shahid. That's under my eye.
Y después Kral le va a pegar, el balón va chocado, le alcanzaron a meter la pierna al momento en que iba a jalar el gatillo Alex Kral.
The game kind of slowed down a little bit now, but I think the reason why Willian came on for Hazard because Hazard was not tracking back. You know, he wasn't helping out defensively. That's more of a defensive move than an attacking move. I'm sorry. That's why Hazard had to come off. He should have did it a whole lot sooner, but hey, it's whatever.
Muy poco, pero es un equipo subestimado Slavia Praga, pero cuando uno lo ve ya detenidamente.
Yeah, I heard about that. I forgot. I think it was either Fulham or somebody. They were chanting murderer to them because he did like drink and drive and kill somebody about that. Yeah, I did hear about that. But that's crazy. Even if he did, that's not something you should like yell at somebody about because you don't know how it affected him mentally. Like, yeah, he had no business of drinking and driving, but I'm pretty sure he feels some type of guilt that he killed somebody because of that. You know, I have no personal like any personal beef with Marcus Alonso. I just think he sucks. He's as a footballer, he's trash. He belongs in a championship or somewhere else. I don't know. Not in the Premier League. He's not Chelsea. He's not Chelsea quality.
Pero solamente puede jugar para una selección, entonces está bien.
Pregúntale a su papá de dónde es.
Bueno, ahorita un volante de contención para pues echarle la mano ahí a Kanté y ya vamos a empezar a cerrar esto. Ya no queremos más sustos abiertos, ¿no? Disparos de media distancia o de larga distancia.
Oh, man.
Este es un día de volteretas. Este es un día de locura.
Hey, Boston Guard was nice, man. He gave us some good, solid years, like 3 or 4 good years. Even when he was with QPR, he was by far their best player. I think he left like 1 or 2 years too soon. But it's sometimes better to leave like let a player go a year or two earlier than a year or two too late. Like Branislav Ivanovic. I think that the year that we won 2013, we won the Europa League. I think that should have been his final season because after that he was complete crap, which is sad because 2013 was Ivanovic's best year for Chelsea. Like he was scoring goals, he was doing everything. He even got the game winner in the Europa League final. But Basingua was really solid. He was a really solid player. I like Basingua. He will always be remembered, especially because he was on the 2012 Champions League final team that won, that won in Bayern's backyard.
Hablando de orgullo y de amor propio, estos traen un corazón enorme. Boril tocando con Kral. Está dueño del partido, de la pelota y del juego. El conjunto checo, toca la pelota por abajo.
And with I don't know about it now, but with Marcelo, he was linked to Juventus, right, before Zidane came back. But if he were to go to Juventus, I don't see why we wouldn't go for a bid for Alessandro, because I think that he will fit perfectly well. Not only does he know the Italian style of football, right, having been with Juventus, but he's going forward. He's one of the best in the world, and I think he will help out Hazard tremendously, right? Or even Teles, the Brazilian left back, the Brazilian defender.
Bueno, de alguna manera, después de esa sacudida de los 2 goles de Sergi, puso encantado ya el Sarri y el Chelsea, como que entendiendo el riesgo que corría, ha calmado el partido. Ya no han llegado con facilidad a la portería de Kepa.
Puso por eso mismo a Jorginho ahí en el centro del campo.
This team also lacks leadership. If David Luiz, he's our best leader, right? And proof of that is when we play Manchester City and we had that Kepa situation. He was more vocal. He was he showed more leadership qualities than Azpilicueta did. As Azpilicueta was like, I didn't see it. I don't know what happened. Just acting completely ignorant to the situation.
Animadísimo, motivadísimo con los 2 goles. Mira la velocidad. Arrancó, corrió la villa, metió segunda, tercera, luego se frenó y le arrebataron la pelota.
Yeah, I do agree. I think Mata left prematurely, but I think Mata is kind of up there in age now. He's like 33 now, and his speed, he's worse than Willian. His legs has gone too. Yeah, he's no longer the fast pacey player. And I think United have wasted his talent, to be honest with you. If you're a Jorginho critic, careful. You say his job is easy. It's so easy, but how did Kovacic look tonight in his role against flipping Slavia Prague? Oh yeah, that's somebody. Alex Goldberg just tweeted that. Like if you've been a heavy critic of Jorginho, just look at how Kovacic played tonight against Slavia Prague, right? Those 2 goals were mostly his responsibility. Him and Barkley weren't tracking back, and they're leaving gaps inside the midfield, and they weren't closing down on the attackers. Like they left the back 4 exposed for shots like that. Even though they're long range shots, they're still professional players. Like they took advantage of that.
Muy fuerte. Así que Emerson ya está amonestado.
Emerson, relax, bro. Emerson, relax, man. Emerson, stop talking back to the ref, bro. Like, move on from it, man. We can't afford you to get another yellow and be suspended, and then we have to play Marcus Alonso in the semifinal first leg. We'll wind up losing 5-0. Seriously, I understand that. Move on from it, man.
2017-2018,
I don't think he should have got a yellow for that because they were both fighting for position in the air. Like I never understood that. And the card back to Watford versus Arsenal. Like the red card that Troy Deeney got. That's ridiculous, man. You have a 6-foot striker going shoulder to shoulder with a 5'3" player. Of course, the chances of an elbow or hand hitting him in the face is very likely because they're jockeying for position, right? If anything, a yellow at worst, right? But he gave him a straight red for that. I thought that was so ridiculous. So yeah, they got lucky with that one, Arsenal. Clearly, that referee was an Arsenal fan or didn't like Chelsea, right? He's a good player. It's slight inconsistent, but yeah. I think only thing with Jorginho, he has to learn how to perform against the big clubs, but his job is not easy, especially with the supporting cast he has. Like Jorginho is a specialist. He's not gonna average 10, 15 assists a season. He's just gonna help link up the play, bring the ball from the defense to the attack, and help relieve pressure that way. That's all he does. He's a specialist. He needs players like Kante who can win challenges and help relieve that pressure defensively. And another supporting midfielder and Ruben Loftus-Cheek who can help link up the play with him and help relieve some of the pressure off of him, right? Because Barkley, all he does is pass the ball backwards and sideways. When you have Ruben, he's able to beat players off the dribble, right? And he can make passes, as you've seen with that nice flick on from that should have been an assist when we played Manchester City. And he made that flick on, and Eden Hazard was in on goal. And Mondal, yeah, Kante is playing. He's been playing the whole game. He's actually been he did quite well the first 30, 40 minutes of the game. He's kind of fell off, but none of our goals have been his fault. He's doing what he does best. Kante is Kante. Like I don't understand. Like I watched one game and the commentator's like, I swear, Kante was born with 3 lungs. I don't know how he runs all day. Like he has more stamina than Ramirez. If you remember Ramirez, and, I remember him from that delicate finish against Victor Valdez in the semifinal in the Champions League. I just love bringing back that 2012 season. Because remember we were having a horrible season. We were 6th place in the league, and we wound up finishing the season with a Champions League trophy and I think it was a league cup that won. It was either a league cup or the They changed the name of the cup, so I don't know what competition it was, but I know we won a domestic cup as well. Yeah, he shows glimpses, but I think the pressure of being a Chelsea player is too much for him, and our style doesn't suit his style of play. He's too. I don't know. He's like Bakayoko, but at least with Barkley, he doesn't lose the ball as much as Bakayoko did. But he does pass the ball sideways and puts players like Kante and Jorginho in tremendous pressure because when we play teams that pressure us, he's always like passing the ball backwards or passing it to Kante to relieve the pressure and put extra pressure on Kante. If you make a pass like that, right, a back pass, it's not solid. You risk losing possession. I don't know how to explain it, but basically I've seen times when Barkley would pass the ball to Kante and Kante would lose the ball because he had somebody already on him, and now he has to foul the player that was defending. Like it was actually. But yeah, I totally agree with you though, Mondal. Barkley was a waste. He was a bargain of a deal because we only paid $15 million for him. So maybe we can sell him for $20 million. I'm pretty sure a Chinese club will be willing to pay $50 million for him. Right? They paid like $50 or $60 million for Oscar. And even Ramirez, they offer like $50 million for Ramirez. So nope. Get that out of here. Nope, not on my watch.
Este equipo debería ser el destinado a ganar la Europa League, pero lo enfrente va a tener. Bueno, primero que solventar esto.
No hay ningún plan.
And yeah, I'm sick and tired of us doing these low ball driven crosses when we have Giroud. Like when we played the false nine against Liverpool, there was no point of Hudson-Odoi playing on the right hand side because his best qualities is crossing the ball. He's our best crosser of the ball. But if we don't have Giroud in the middle, what's the point of crossing the ball, right? Because we have 5'7" Pedro, 5'9" Eden Hazard, and like 5'10" William. They're not gonna head the ball. But now Drew is starting, and now we're constantly drilling the ball to the feet when we should be playing the ball aerially because Drew is second to none in the air. Yeah, I know. That's why I really don't want him to lead to Real Madrid, but it's out of our control. He said that it's not guaranteed yet. All the Chelsea fans have been saying he's off to Madrid. He said it's not true because he hasn't made his decision yet. But I think it's 95% that he's going to Real Madrid. And if he does, at least he did it. He handled the situation way better than Thibaut Courtois. Courtois is a snake. He's a snake. He didn't exile himself from the team because he didn't get what he wanted. Hazard actually was professional, and he continued to play until his contract ran out. So if he decides to leave, fair play to him. You know, too bad we couldn't give him a Champions League, but hey, let's try to give him 2 Europa League trophies, right? He's been. I think he's a club legend. I think it's safe to say that. And not Kepa's time, but hey, take your time, Kepa. Take your time, buddy. Because I don't know. This team mentality, man. I can't believe we allowed them to even have a chance to go through. We need to get another goal to really like put the game to bed now. Hudson-Odoi is coming on for 5 to 10 minutes.
Platicando ahí con el asistente del señor Sarri. Sola, ¿no? Sí, señor. Vamos a jugar. ¿Qué les parece, muchachos?
Courtois is a snake, and I'm glad Zidane has benched him for Diego Lopez, who I think is a solid keeper. I think that he's underrated, man. I think he's a way better keeper than Courtois. Ever since that knee injury, he's never been the same, in my opinion. Really, ever since he left Atletico, he's never been the same.
Pero aquí Slavia Praga ha neutralizado ofensivamente.
Zidane has taken all the players, man. Zidane has taken Paul Pogba from Man United and Eden Hazard from Chelsea. I think United has wasted Paul Pogba. Honestly, like they haven't built around him or anything. They've wasted their money with Fred. Fred is a horrible midfielder, right? They have Phil Jones and Chris Smalling as defenders who aren't good enough. They're not consistent enough. I don't think it's them. Like I said, even with our players, most of our players, it's not that they're not trying. They're just not good enough. There's levels to it. We're facing Burnley in the league next, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I can go check. But I think it's Burnley on Sunday, and then we play United after that, my dog. There we go. Yeah, there we go. DPN. Yeah, it is Burnley. So that should be a win for us. But you know how we are against smaller teams. We don't like Slavia Prague. We should have killed this game off, right? So I actually would prefer if we play like a Everton or something like that, like a team that we have to actually try and be up for it, like be 100% concentrating. Because when we play teams that are at the bottom of the league, we tend to like slack off for some reason. We play to our team. Who we're playing against, that's how we play. And I would hate to play against teams that are fighting for relegation because those are the worst to fight. We play. He got nutmeg, but Drew got nutmeg. But playing teams that are fighting for relegation, they suck. It sucks, man. Because they have nothing to lose at one, and so they go all out. Yes, we did rob Cardiff. I don't care if I'm a Chelsea fan or not. That should never happen. I feel so bad for Cardiff, man. That was the worst call officiating I've seen in a long time. Like, and Cardiff ultimately for the past like since 2019 they've had bad luck the entire 2019 with the whole, you know, the striker that they had bought that didn't make it, RIP, you know, he passed away on the airplane. And then how they were treated against us. And even in that last game, they were robbed. I forgot who they played. No, not against Brighton. They actually beat Brighton, but the game before that, they were robbed then. And I understand why the FA keeps trying to fine managers for speaking their opinion about stuff that everybody knows that the referee made a mistake, right? Instead of finding these managers they're telling the truth, they're not lying, right? Cardiff were robbed. They should have won. We did not deserve all 3 points. We didn't even deserve a point. But they need to work on trying to get better better referees and officials than trying to worry about finding people, because all it is a money grab for y'all to just get money from managers trying to expose y'all for hiring these you know, crap referees. But I'm gonna check on that. I'm gonna check on our schedule, see who we play next. But I don't think we can get top 4 based off playing in the league. So I think we should put all our eggs in the Europa League basket and play all our reserve players like your Willian and your Pedros and your Marcus Alonso's in the league, and rest the other players for the Europa League. Our best players for the Europa League. Well, let's see. Let's look at our schedule. Guys, I've been talking for 2 hours, man. My throat hurts, man. I'm about to lose my voice. I can feel it. Subscribe if you're new, though. I really do appreciate it.
¿Qué dice el árbitro? ¿Qué dice el árbitro de meta? Del línea de meta. Fuera penalti, entonces no, es fuera del área. Bueno, que nos ayude el árbitro de línea de meta. No es dentro del área. Es fuera.
I'm looking for.
A ver, mira David Luis. Sí, es fuera del área, pero qué equivocación de David Luis. Qué manera de complicarse la vida solo. Falta de concentración muy clarita.
Yeah. Is that a free kick for them or for us? I wasn't paying attention just then. I believe the game against Burnley is home, if I'm not mistaken.
Bueno, si estaban cantando el Oli. Un gol lo merece, ¿estás de acuerdo? Sí, de acuerdo. Una gran presentación que nos ha dejado hoy. Saludos a Osvaldo Robles, él sí entendió el chiste del DJ. Gracias, mi hermano, no todos son de la tercera edad, como mi compañero. ¿Quién le pega? Stock, ¿no? Pinta como para que le pegue. Miroslav Stock.
We have, Burnley at home, and then it's Man United at Old Trafford, so, hey, if we don't beat Man United at Old Trafford, I don't care if it's Old Trafford. If it's at Old Trafford, the way that they played against Barcelona, they were exposed. They're crap defensively, right? We do not deserve Champions League football if we cannot beat Man United at Old Trafford. Because defensively, they're worse than we are, in my opinion. We have better defenders than they are. They have. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if it's because he's not allowed in the country, because you know he has that visa situation, so he hasn't been able to be more hands on with the club. But he needs to deal with Marina Granovskaya, right? She has to go, in my opinion. If she doesn't go, she needs to be like strictly financial, because financially. She's great at what she does financially, making the best deals and stuff. But as far as like actually scouting talent and actually developing players, and yeah, DP and Hudson, the way he's playing, he tried to pull a Hazard where he receives the ball on our defensive end, 18-yard box. He tried to dribble out from the defense, but he lost possession. But yeah, Hudson has been playing for the last 10 minutes now.
Chelsea lejos de su arco y sin sufrir tanto.
But before we make any type of investments, my dog, we need to get a director of football, give him complete control over transfers, right? Because even it's been reports that even Mauricio Sarri is like, he said that, according to some sources, that he'll be satisfied if he was sacked. And last time we heard that was from Antonio Conte. Like, he wanted to get fired because he doesn't have control over his team. He doesn't have control of who goes and who stays. Like, what kind of manager would want that? He has no control over anything. All he's told is to work with the players that they have, but the players here aren't good enough. And how many times are we gonna allow David Luiz to take free kicks, man? I mean, it's been a long time since he scored a free kick. I know he kind of opposes. That's what Kante does best. He wins the challenges and runs away with the ball. He does that great. He's better than Makalele in my opinion, because Makalele was strictly a defensive mid. Kante does much more than just win challenges and 50-50s in the midfield. A whole lot more. That's just an eighth of what he can do. All he has to do is improve. If he can improve on his final passing, like making that final pass, he'll be a complete midfielder. Yeah, Willian is probably our best free kick taker. Him and even Barkley scored a nice free kick. Like, I don't know why he didn't have a go at it. I think he came off if I'm wrong. Yeah, I think Ross Barkley is off for Jorginho. He took off Jorginho. I mean, he took off Ross Barkley for Jorginho. But I think Willian is our best free kick taker. But I'm tired of David Luiz stepping up to free kicks and like, when it works, it works. He scored when his technique works. It's beautiful to watch. Like that free kick he scored against Aston Villa was fantastic. It dipped and it was just like a different style of a knuckleball, but it doesn't come off as much. So I don't know why he keeps stepping up to that and why players don't just be like no, you're not taking this one. I got this one. On to Benfica, guys. Subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate the feedback and everything and Mundal and DPN. Hey, y'all been clutch, man. I really do appreciate that. Because last time I did a live stream, there was nobody on here, and at least nobody interacting with me. So this is great. I will be live streaming our game against Burnley, so tune into that. Thank you. Thank you, guys. But for our last 4 games, right? We have Burnley at home, Man United away, Watford at home. Watford are a pretty decent team, and then we have Leicester City away. We can beat Leicester City, but recently they've been pretty good. But hey, if you guys like this, like it, subscribe, and yeah, tune in because next game is Sunday, and I will be doing that. I will be doing commentary over the Burnley game. So, hey, on to Benfica. Semi-final Benfica are no pushovers. Like if we had a hard time with Slavia Prague, who fair play to them, they beat Sevilla, who in the past 5 years they won, they won 3 of the last 5 Europa Leagues. So for them to beat Slavia Prague, to beat Sevilla, to come back from like 2-0 down on aggregate, they deserve props. Oh yeah, Brendan Rodgers came he's a new manager of Leicester City. Yeah, I think he'll do a great job. I don't think he gets enough credit for him setting the foundation for Liverpool. Of course, Klopp, what he's done with Liverpool, he took it to the next level. It's like, Mourinho set the foundation for us, right? And then other managers came in and tweaked it a little bit, made a few edits and tweaks, and I think Klopp has brought him to the next level. But Brandon Rodgers he was doing a lot with Skirtle and players and Alberto Moreno. He had players like that, and they finished like second in the league. Yeah, they had a little slip, but he made Daniel Sturridge the second best striker in the league and in the world at one point, right? Him and Daniel Sturridge, that was like the best combination in a long time. Long time. So, I think he'll do great with Leicester. They have a lot of young players like Tielemans. Yeah, and he would have been a club legend in Scotland. But now the fact that he left in the middle of the season, the Celtic fans, they're extremely frustrated. They're extremely mad at the way that he left them out and dry like that. But I think that with the young players that they have, Leicester, they need another striker because Jamie Vardy, yeah, he's great, but he's like 32 years old. They need another striker and another midfielder. They have Tielemans, who I really hope that he grows as a player because I'm keeping my eye on him. He's a very talented player, and he has an eye for goal as well. So, hey, tune in, guys. Thank you for watching and up to Chelsea, right? I enjoyed it.
Con muchísima fortuna, no sé si ni siquiera